Hello, everybody. For those of you who wanted to see more houses with lower prices and higher potential, today's episode is for you. We're checking out 4 houses, $43,000 and less. Welcome to How Much House for the Money. Hope you're all having a beautiful day and your cup is always full of happiness, and keep that glass full of gratitude. So we're checking out 4 houses, and we're going to begin right here in North Dakota. This is the highest price in today's episode, and this one is $43,000. And it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house with 908 square feet. It's on a 7,405 square foot lot. It's at 323 2nd Street Northwest in Mayville, North Dakota, 58257. It's only been on the market for 2 days. It was built in 1951. So let's check it out and see how much house we're getting for our money in Mayville, North Dakota. And we can say hi to Tia Weston. If you don't know her channel, definitely check her out. She's renovated a dollar house, a house that she bought for $1, and now she's on to the next one that's been abandoned. And wow, she and her father have got their work cut out for them, so kudos to her. Okay, so here is this one in Mayville, North Dakota, which means we're in Traill County. Population is just under 8,000 people. So let's check it out. This looks real cute. Now you could put a covered porch on this front of this house if you wanted. So in Mayville, North Dakota, your median home sales are right around $175,000, and you're going to be about an hour north of Fargo with this property right here. And your real estate tax rate is 0.94% in North Dakota, which is what the county assessor is going to come out and gauge your property taxes on. Look at this. Looks like they've laid new trim in this house, installed new trim. You've got some nice cutouts going from one room to the next. $43,000 house right here you can call your own. Looks like laminate flooring. Now remember, you can always have home inspections. Go check it out in person. And the listing agencies and the descriptions and the addresses for these properties are in the description box below the video. Now you could lighten up the wall color if you wanted to brighten it up. $43,000. And this is at 323 2nd Street in Mayville, North Dakota, 58257. This does not look bad at all. Looks like we could move right in there. $43,000 for a house you can call your own. So if you've been saving money, or maybe your goal for this new year is to buy a house of your own, maybe not have a mortgage, maybe this one will suit your needs if you're looking in North Dakota. Wow, look at how cute the kitchen is. So we have 3 tiers of cabinets. We've got a window above your sink. Now, if you wanted to take out maybe a cabinet or 2, you could definitely implement a dishwasher. Looks like you do have some depth between the lower and upper cabinet and some receptacles for your counter appliances. And you even have the cutout for your landline. How's everybody out there doing? Cheers, everybody. Hope you're staying away from the flu. This cold is just hanging on, but it's getting there. It's on its way out, I hope. But cheers to everybody. Happy New Year. And if you're new to the channel, you're welcome to subscribe and join our growing community, and let me know in the comment section where you're viewing from, because it's always great to have everybody here. It's always a beautiful day to view houses. So it looks like we're going to need a little more trim around these windows and maybe some trim around the edge of the floor here, but no big deal. You can finish this to your liking. So there we do have a closet space that might be cedar lined. This looks like a really cute house with a lot of potential and possibilities. So there's your backyard. Looks like we're getting propane gas with this property. You also have a privacy fence. That adds some value. And again, we're looking at $43,000 price point here. And you're going to be an hour north of Fargo, North Dakota with this property. So you're going to have to enjoy the snow and some cold weather. Yeah, this is cute. $43,000, 323 2nd Street Northwest. And let's check out the street view here. Here it is. So you have sidewalks for walkability. You do your diligence with checking out neighborhoods, doing your research, right? But this does not look too bad. Looks like a cute little neighborhood. And here's where we are on the map. So you're near a lot of local amenities, including Miller's Fresh Foods and Paula's Cafe. Nice. And you've got Mayville Disc Golf and a Mayville Golf Course nearby. What more could you ask for, right? Okay, so here's Mayville, North Dakota. And so let's see, we're right above Murray and we're right above Roseville. And so here we are on the map. Red marks the spot. So there we are. You're not too terribly far from the Minnesota line by any means. And Fargo is right down here to the southeast. So we're northwest of Fargo, about an hour, I would say. So let's take a look at your satellite view. Okay. So there is your rectangular parcel. And this is at 323 2nd Street Northwest. And this again is Mayville, North Dakota. It's only been on the market 2 days, built in 1951. And it says here, charming 2-bedroom, 1-bath house that features new floors throughout, bright functional layout, large backyard, offers endless potential for your pets or play. You're in an established neighborhood and it's a perfect starter home. And we want to look at the history here. This was sold in 05 for $31,930. It was listed in 09 for $30,000. Then they took it off the market. Then they relisted it for just under $40,000. And then they removed it. Now they're listing it for $43,000, and it's 75 years old. So maybe they removed it and then decided to put a little effort into it and put it back on the market for $43,000. But you can always check out the history on these houses before you make an offer. And it's $43,000 in Mayville, North Dakota. Not a bad little place from the looks of it. So now we're going to head into Pennsylvania. This one is in Brownsville, PA, $42,400, so we're reducing the price. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house with 1,638 square feet. It's at 84 Union Street in Brownsville, PA, 15417. You're going to be about an hour south of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania with this property. It's been on the market for 121 days, built in 1930, so let's check it out. $42,400 right here. This is pretty. Now you're going to stay physically fit as you hike up those stairs to get you up on this hill here. But this looks very pretty. Now that might be asphalt siding, but we have a beautiful covered porch nonetheless. Shingle roof. So in Brownsville, Pennsylvania, we're in Fayette County. The population is just under 129,000 people. Median home sales are between $140,000 and $150,000. And in Pennsylvania, your real estate tax rate is going to be around 1.41%. So it looks like they had a pergola on the backside at one time. Brownsville, Pennsylvania. $42,400 house. It looks like we have a nice basement setting up right here, set up. And you looks like you have AC. This is cute. This has got potential. Let me know what you guys think of these houses so far. Now that looks like it could be brick on the exterior. It didn't look like brick, but again, go check it out in person. Maybe that's not asphalt siding. Maybe that is a brick structure. It looks like it, doesn't it? Pardon me. Again, all the more reason to go check them out in person. Photographs don't always do a house justice. It can work one way or the other. But if you're looking to be about an hour from Pittsburgh, definitely go check this one out. We may have a fenced yard. You're probably going to have a really nice view up on this hilltop. Okay, so we're headed inside. Nice built-in cabinets. So you have, that could be a gas fireplace. Nice dual windows on each side. This is pretty. So more than likely you're going to find hardwood floor beneath that carpet is my guess. So we do have a drop ceiling. Look at the woodwork. Beautiful. Look at that built-in cabinet. Nice. $42,400 for those of you that want to be near Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Another house that looks like we can move right in there. So here's your full bathroom. So it doesn't look like we're getting a shower, but nice nonetheless. And the lid is down. We're already off to a good start, you guys. Okay, so here we're headed into the kitchen. This looks like it could use a little cleanup, but that's a galley-style kitchen. We could salvage cabinets. I kind of like the hardware. Maybe put in a new range. Looks like vinyl flooring. Here we do see paneling. And there's your staircase. Now, possibly you could open up this wall right here and maybe open that up a little bit more. Maybe make it a little bit more of a focal point if you wanted to expose the staircase. So we do see some ceiling missing there. Do see closet spaces. And you can always ask the agent how long the home has been vacant. And you can call utility companies and get the history on utilities and things. And again, you can research neighborhoods, drive around different times of the day. You can walk the sidewalks, talk to some neighbors, talk to some residents. That's the best way really to learn. Along with doing your research online, of course. But that does look like hardwood floor that might have been painted. But this is $42,400, you guys, in Fayette County, Pennsylvania. Dual closets. The window between the closets really lets in a lot of natural sunshine. That's always nice. Now, as we see, we could paint the paneling. We could paint the louver doors. There's things that we can do to modernize the interior of these houses. So this is our bathroom. So it looks like we have a stand-in shower, which is great, with an assist handle. So we're going to need a commode. We're going to need some flooring. But this is not the worst bathroom we've ever seen on this channel. We could add a medicine cabinet or a new mirror above your wall sink. Not bad. $42,400. So here's the basement. Now in a basement, you can always add a dehumidifier if you want to dry it up some more. But it does look like you've got the furnace right there on the left side. And there again is another view of the outside. That's very pretty, especially if that is a brick house. Very, very nice. 84 Union Street, and this is Brownsville, PA 15417. Let's get a look at our street view. Yeah, those stairs will keep you physically fit. Looks very lush. Something to look forward to when spring comes, right? Then here is your street view. Sitting up on that hill, you probably have a nice view. And then here we are on the map. Looks like we're going to be near a bunch of amenities, including the sandwich shop and deli, Coal Hill Tavern. Then we have the river right there to the west of us. And here we are in Brownsville, and there's Pittsburgh right up to the north of us. Right here. So we are right to the west of Grindstone, and we are northeast of Hiller. So let's take a look at our satellite view here. And there is your parcel, rectangular parcel right there on Union. And you do have some trees on the parcel as well, along with some on the other side of you. So that's always nice for privacy. 84 Union Street, been on the market 121 days, built in 1930. And it says here, 4-bedroom, possibly 5, 2-bathroom brick house. Has loads of potential. Extras include a fireplace, covered porch, central AC, full walk-up basement, spacious rooms throughout. And it's $42,400. If any of you check this out, let us know in the comments. And let's see here. It was listed for $49,900 back in September of last year. Now they're down to $42,400, and the house is 96 years old. And it states here on an assessment of $45,900, the taxes were $1,788. But again, in Pennsylvania, your real estate tax rate is 1.41%. And you can always call the county clerk's office for accurate tax details. Brownsville, PA 15417, $42,400. That looks like a really pretty property. Okay, now we're going to head into Macomb, Illinois. Look at this cute little place. $34,900, you guys. It's a 3-bedroom, and it says it has a half a bath, so this one might need some attention. 414 North Randolph Street in Macomb, Illinois, 61455. Super cute little place. 83 days on the market, built in 1935. So let's check it out, and it does have a detached garage. So let's see how much house we're getting for our money in Macomb, Illinois. Right away, we see a shingle roof, cute covered porch, nice shade tree in the front. So in Macomb, Illinois, we are in McDonough County. Population is just under 27,300 people. And you're going to be about an hour northeast of Quincy, Illinois, if you happen to know where that is. So here's your paved driveway and your detached garage. We have a brick foundation. And this house is under $35,000. And in Illinois, your real estate tax rate is 2.11%. And the houses in this area, oh, I thought I wrote it down. Pardon me, I did not write it down. My bad. Okay, so here's the front. Very cute little place, isn't it? This is loaded with potential. So there you have a little covered entry off the back. Looks like you do have an AC unit. You may be able to walk to some local amenities with this location. So there's your garage. Wow, that's a good sized garage. It's definitely longer than it looks from the front. When you get there in person, you can check out the siding. That does look like aluminum siding, but all the more reason to go check it out. And again, the listing agencies and the addresses are in the description box below every video. There's your basement window. Okay, we're headed inside. Nice archways. Look at the hardwood flooring and the woodwork. Beautiful. This is Macomb, Illinois, you guys. And this is McDonough County. Wow, those floors are beautiful. Okay, so the walls might need some attention. Beautiful woodwork, nonetheless. And again, we can't expect these houses to be new and shiny, right? However, in my opinion, from what I'm looking at with the 3 of these so far, it looks like we can move right into these. Beautiful. Look at the windows. Especially if you don't want to pay rent. Now that flooring looks like it's going to need some attention there, but again, you could replace that. Here's our kitchen. So you may want to, install new cabinets, or we could paint these cabinets. You could raise them up on the wall if you wanted to raise them up to the same height as your trim. You could take them off, put open shelving up. You could do a lot with this. Now the faux brick looks like nail light panels, but you could paint that if you wanted to brighten it up and then paint the cabinets. The countertop looks really nice. The sink looks great. You've got a big window above it. Vinyl flooring. $34,900 house in Illinois. Wow, look at that. Nice. So you've got some closet space above your closets down below. Again, more beautiful woodwork. Yeah, the flooring does need some attention. And then there is another angle of the outside. That is adorable. That holds a lot of potential. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but that's what I see. 414 North Randolph Street. And that's Macomb, Illinois, 61455. And they did not show us the bathroom, which is kind of odd, but all the more reason to go check it out. Let's see the street view here. How pretty is this? Tree-lined street. But again, you do your diligence with your neighborhoods, do some research. That's a cute little place. Now I'm curious about the bathroom. Okay, so here we are with local amenities. There's another disc golf course right here. And you've got a Walmart Supercenter nearby. Country Club. There's your golf course. Harry Masato Golf Course. So we are east of Georgetown. And there's Bardolph. Okay, so here we are. And there's Cuba over to our east. We've got Lewiston right here. And there's St. Louis down here to our south. And again, Quincy, Illinois is going to be about an hour northeast of this location. So here's Peoria. Now I'm trying to see where Quincy is here. Right here we are. Quincy is down here. So we are about an hour northeast of Quincy. And then here's our satellite view. And there is your parcel, rectangular parcel right there. 414 North Randolph Street, and that's $34,900. Been on the market 83 days. Price to sell, sold as is, 3-bedroom with huge 2-car garage, located close to transportation, shopping, and would work great as a starter home. Wood floors in the bedrooms and the living rooms. Extra tile is available. You've got a large kitchen with a separate dining area. And when we look at the history on this one, it was listed for $134,900 back in October. Now they're down to $34,900. So that might be incorrect information right there. And it says on assessment of just under $20,000, the taxes were $21,888. But again, call the county, McDonough County, for the accurate tax details. $34,900 house, nonetheless, in Macomb, Illinois, 61455. Cute as a button. Okay, now we're going to head into Canton, New York. This is going to be about, just shy of 2 hours west of Lake Placid. This is $25,000, just shy of a half an acre. And it's at 2223 County Road 14 in Canton, New York, 13617. It's been in the market for 2 days. It was built in 1880. So let's check it out. $25,000 house right here with just shy of a half an acre. So if you want to be near Lake Placid, maybe you want to be near the Adirondacks, this New York house might suit your needs. Well, it looks like we have an enclosed screen porch on the left side of this. Looks like a shingle roof. But again, go check it out in person. This one's Canton, New York, so we're in Lawrence County. Population is around 108,500 people. Your median home values around this area are just under $200,000, so a lot of room for equity growth. And your real estate tax rate states it's 2.31% in Lawrence County. Looks like vinyl siding. $25,000 house. Even if you just want to live in it a few months out of the summer, $25,000 house, or maybe you don't want to pay rent. Maybe you want to be out away from it all. You want to be able to just walk out your door and cross-country ski. This one might suit your needs. Ski in and ski out for $25,000. I'm interested in this. This looks interesting, I should say. So now that might be asphalt siding on the back of this section. Looks like we have a covered back porch. Okay, we're headed inside. $25,000. Now that looks like ceramic tile. Now this is the kind of house you could maybe get in there. Maybe you want to open up the walls, because it could be a little closed off from one room to the next. But again, all the more reason to go check it out in person. And this is Canton, New York, in Lawrence County. $25,000 house. And never be afraid to make the offer, you guys. These houses are placed on the market to be sold. So we do see an issue with your ceiling right there in your living room. You may find hardwood floor beneath the carpet. Okay, so here we have an enclosed staircase leading you up to the next level. That looks like laminate flooring. Okay, so this could be one of the bedrooms. I mean, for $25,000, even if you put in another $50,000, even if you put in $30,000, and you are under $60,000, that's less than most people are paying for a vehicle these days, right? You just never know what you're going to get into till you go check it out in person. So here's the bathroom with a single shower and more ceramic tile. Looks like the commode is nice. It's all they're going to show us, unfortunately. All the more reason to go check it out. $25,000 house in Canton, New York, near Lake Placid. Well, not right near it, but you're going to be about just shy of 2 hours, and you're going to be near the Adirondacks. 2223 County Road 14, Canton, New York. $25,000. Just from what we see here, that does not look horrible. Interesting property. So let's check us out on the street view here. It's only been on the market 2 days. Okay, so here's what we see on the street view. So you do have some neighbors. Big shade tree in the front too. And then here's where we are on the map. So you've got Shar's Bar nearby. You've got the Morley store. If anybody knows where those amenities are. Then you've got the Grass River right nearby. Okay, so we've got, let's see, Slab City and West Potsdam over to the northeast. We've got Bucks Bridge to the north in Madrid. Okay, so here we have Saranac Lake, and here's Lake Placid over to the southeast. And there we are, red marks the spot. And then you've got Syracuse down here to the south, along with Utica, Saratoga Springs. And we are right here, red marks the spot, right to the east of Ogdensburg. So let's take a look at the satellite view. Now, this is the kind of property, it may have had more land at one time. So as I always mention, that if you want more land, you can always ask the listing agent to find out if the seller has more land available. And even though they may not want to part ways with it, you could put it in your contract that you want first right of refusal should they decide to sell it. Because this is sitting on a half an acre, but there may be more land. So just an FYI, and there you are. 2223 County Road 14, Canton, New York, 13617. Again, built in 1880, on the market for 2 days. Single family house is a fixer-upper, offers a wealth of potential, and invites property enthusiasts to envision their next home remodel. Boasting over 1,200 square feet, it's ready to transform into your dream home. Kitchen, though in need of renovation, offers ample counter space and the potential for a culinary haven. You do have a wood-burning fireplace, and you have a spacious backyard, and it is within walking distance and in the heart of Morley, New York. So when we look at the history on this one, it was sold for $25,000 back in 2010. Now they're asking $25,000, and the house is 146 years old. And the taxes were $1,875 on a $45,000 assessment. However, always call the county clerk's office and get the accurate tax records. And that, again, is Canton, New York, 13617 for $25,000. House you can call your own if you want to be somewhere near Lake Placid or the Adirondacks. And that's Lawrence County. Somebody go check that out. $25,000. And it may have a garage. And if not, there's plenty of room to add one on, I would say. And that is 1,260 square feet of living space. Or if we head back to Macomb, Illinois, this house is 34.9, and that's on Randolph Street, been on the market 83 days. And then this one's in Brownsville, Pennsylvania. This one is going to be just about an hour from Pittsburgh. This one's $42,400. And this house here is in Mayville, North Dakota, on a 7,405 square foot lot for $43,000. And that one is going to be about an hour north of Fargo. So that'll do it for today's episode. Wherever you find yourself, I hope you're having a beautiful day. Keep that glass full of gratitude. You're welcome to subscribe to the channel and join our growing community. I hope you guys are all staying healthy, enjoying the new year thus far. And we will see you in the next episode because more houses with low price and high potential are on their way. Cheers, everybody.